Hello again, and welcome to episode 18 of the Bridge of Awareness channel. Now, later in this episode, we're going to try something a bit different, more personal, an exercise to help us understand ourselves a bit better. But before that, let's return to the subject of love, earthly love and spiritual love. Did you make a note of those 5 points of pure love from episode 4? Well, here they are again. Pure love is a love untarnished by anticipation. Pure love is the highest manifestation of spiritual energy. Pure love embraces everything. Pure love understands the emotions of the body and of the mind. And pure love accepts within its arms all hatred, anger, greed, and ignorance. Humankind has now reached the stage when it is aware that everything in the universe is energy in one form or another. The second of those 5 points of love states that pure love is the highest manifestation of spiritual energy. It therefore makes sense that it is, in its purest form, the most powerful force in the universe. Now, isn't that something worth aiming for in our understanding? We've been taught that God is love. So why then is God so often depicted as partisan, jealous, judgmental, and so on, even vengeful? Is it because we struggle to understand a love that is without emotion? Love as a force. We have the opportunity to experience love in our everyday lives. Love in varying degrees. The love of a parent to a child, love between partners, love of animals, art, music, nature, and so on. They're all wonderful, they're good and helpful. But they're also what you might say tinged with our more basic human emotions. Well, that too is okay, for as we've said before, all these come with us into life, for they are the tools of our growth. As it says in point number 5, pure love accepts within its arms all hatred, greed, anger, and ignorance. It knows, it understands, it accepts. So our higher self, our soul, uses our earthly experiences to grow in the energy of love and awareness. It's up to our minds, however, to deal with the emotional obstacles in the way of this process. But we need to do so in an objective way, taking a step back and seeing them as they really are and not what our emotional reactions may have made them into. So, how can we do this? Well, regular meditation, of course, and also self-examination and reflection. To help us, here's another of Zed's stories. Well, actually an exercise, a visualization that I hope you will find revealing and helpful. It's called the attic of the mind. This time, you will need to be relaxed and with your eyes closed to process the words. So what I suggest is that in a minute, I will ask you to press the pause button and do whatever you need to in order to be still and relaxed. The visualization will only take a few minutes, but you must be in the right place to make the most of it. If it's not possible for you to take the time at the moment, then it really would be better to take a break and return to it later, rather than simply listen to the words in a surface sort of way and miss their depths. So, would you like to press the pause button now and get yourself comfortable before resuming? Hello, back again now. Are you ready? Take a deep breath and relax, and close your eyes. Here are the words. Imagine that you occupy a little house, the place you've lived in all your life up to this point. Now, however, it is time to leave this little spiritual house and move on to the mansion of love and awareness. Before you move, though, you have to sort through your things and pack up only the belongings you need to take with you. The first place to start is at the top of your little house, in the attic of the mind. Climb into your attic now. And as you look around, you will find an accumulation of experiences and emotions that have been there through your lifetime. Some of them experiences of years ago. You had forgotten they were there. And so you have to re-examine each one of them and find out whether they have a place in your new mansion. There are some old cloaks of greed packed away in the trunk. Examine them and find your true needs. In one corner of the attic sits a box of fear. You remember it since you were a child and you've never dared to look. Open it now and look inside, for there can be no room for fear in your new mansion. In another corner, all dusty, you'll find the books of enlightenment. You had heard about them, but they looked awfully difficult to learn, so you'd left them. They are leather-bound with gold writing, and as you open them, you see that mainly they consist of meditation. Take them up, for they have a place in your new mansion. Then finally, and most of all, there is a little silver box on the floor. It was given by an unknown relative when you were born, but you had forgotten it. Pick it up and clean it, and open it now. You know what is in it. You have known all along. It is the jewel of love. Do not be afraid to examine the contents of your attic, or worry if it seems too full to deal with all at once. For you can always take a break and go back later. When you feel ready, climb back down from your attic and close the door gently behind you. Eventually, when you have cleared away all the old and outworn belongings from your attic, you can examine the furniture in the rest of the house and see if it will fit into your new home. Then, when you move from your little house, you will leave it empty and clean, and everything you take with you will have a place in your spiritual mansion. Come back gently now and open your eyes. I hope you found that exercise helpful. Always remember that the best answers lie within you. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you next time. Meanwhile, please consider pressing the follow button if you haven't done so already. And also subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it helps us to spread these universal teachings. Goodbye.